Isla de Vieques is one of Puerto Rico's offshore islands. Most major cities in the United States and Europe have daily travel choices to Puerto Rico, which serves as a hub for major airlines serving the Caribbean. Traveling to the island from Puerto Rico is simple, with a variety of alternatives. We've supplied you with travel information so you can make the best selection possible. Puerto Rico is a United States free commonwealth and the Caribbean's most convenient and hassle-free destination. Therefore, you can pack your bags, book a trip, and prepare to be wowed by the Caribbean's finest beaches and the enchantment of the bioluminescent bay. Let's take a look at some of the cheapest methods available for you to visit Vieques from San Juan, without spending a fortune. All you have to do is to take a look at these methods and pick the most convenient method out of them. Flying to Vieques. The most convenient method to go to Vieques is by plane. When you arrive at San Juan Airport, SJU, you have 4 options for getting to Vieques Airport. If money isn't an issue, do yourself a favor and plan a connecting flight from SJU, it's the most convenient and time-saving option. See the list below for additional possibilities. Unless you're on a tight budget, avoid taking the ferry on weekends and holidays. If you can only pay one way, fly to Vieques, and take the ferry back to Ceiba, returning to the main island on a weekend or vacation is considerably easier. There are multiple options available for you to fly to Vieques. Depending on your location and budget, you can pick the most appropriate option out of them. Let's quickly take a look at the different options that you can take. Travel to Vieques from the San Juan International Airport. The quickest and most convenient method to get to Vieques is via ferry. San Juan International Airport, SJU, is served by all major airlines, and you can book a connecting flight to Vieques without leaving the airport. Travel to Vieques from San Juan Isla Grande Airport. Isla Grande Airport is only 15 minutes from San Juan International Airport, SJU, and provides a slightly more cost-effective flying option, especially if you plan to stay in San Juan for a few days before flying to Vieques. Isla Grande Airport is the most convenient airport option for travelers staying in the tourist districts of Condado, Old San Juan, and the Convention Center. Travel to Vieques from Ceiba Airport. You're on vacation in Puerto Rico, you've rented a car, and all you want to do is go to Vieques for the day. Flying from Ceiba to Vieques will save you money and time. Rent a one-way vehicle, leave it off at the airport, then fly to Vieques if you're staying longer. You're on a limited budget and don't want to take the ferry because you're going with a group. You can't acquire a ferry ticket. If the ferry isn't running or tickets are sold out, the best alternative is to fly from Ceiba. Make a list of airline phone numbers, see directory below, so you may make reservations over the phone and secure them before flying out of Vieques. Seasoned Vieques visitors frequently do this. Rent an air charter. You can't find a flight time that suits your needs? For you, an air charter may be the ideal alternative. You may believe that an air charter is out of your price range, but if you are traveling with a large party who would load the plane to the brim, the convenience may be worth a few extra bucks. Traveling to Vieques on a ferry. The ferry is a cost-effective way to get to Vieques, whether you're going for a day or a week. While it is not as dependable as flying, it may be done with ease with enough forethought. On this page, we've included all of the advice and information you'll need to make your ferry trip to Vieques as easy as possible. With the addition of 2 new passenger fast ferries to the fleet, transportation to the outlying islands of Vieques has just gotten a bit simpler. For years, both tourists and residents of the island complained about the Fajardo ferry. The long-awaited short route from Ceiba to Vieques finally began in October 2018. The government is trying to improve all elements of ferry service. However, the terminal facilities are still under construction but are fully operational. The municipality of Ceiba offers passenger and cargo ferries to the outlying islands of Vieques and Culebra. This website contains information about ferry fares and timetables, as well as travel advice, how to make reservations, contact information, and other frequently asked questions. Timetable of ferries. The ferry timetable is always changing due to weather, holidays, maintenance, breakdowns, etc. The daily schedule may be seen on the official ferry page. The official website always tries to keep this information up to current, but the most up-to-date timetable can always be found on the official ferry page. Use this as a basic suggestion. To minimize disappointments, arrive early or by midday to get a ticket to the islands. Tickets may be purchased online or at the ferry port ticket booth. Because the ticket window opens 1 hour before each planned journey, we recommend arriving early to ensure your reservation. For the most up-to-date ferry schedules and ticket information, you may call 787-497-7740 directly. Booking tip: Tickets are now available for purchase online at http://www.portferry.com. Only 20% of the tickets are available for purchase online, so even if the dates appear to be sold out, you may still be able to purchase a ticket at the ferry station. Getting into Vieques by ferry. If you're traveling from San Juan, allow at least 2 hours to get to Ceiba to be safe, especially if you're traveling during rush hour. High season occurs from December through April, as well as the summer months, when mainland Puerto Ricans visit the outlying islands for day excursions. Weekends are quite busy, so arrive early in case you have to wait for the next available departure time. If you need to book a flight from Ceiba Airport, have the airline phone numbers or your smartphone handy. If you are unable to board the ferry or do not desire to wait, you can drive to Ceiba Airport and fly to Vieques. Call ahead to check flight and schedule availability. Check out the Vieques Flights Guide. What are the benefits of visiting Vieques by ferry? There are numerous benefits that you can get by visiting Vieques by ferry. Let's take a quick look at some of the most prominent benefits out of them. If you want to visit Vieques but don't want to pay for flights to the Vieques airport, the ferry is a fantastic way to save money on your trip. The ride is short and beautiful. It's a fantastic way to travel in a group. Your ticket may now be reserved online with ease. The drawbacks of visiting Vieques by ferry. Traveling by ferry needs extra organization and patience at times, but you should have no difficulties if the weather is favorable, and all ferry vessels are in excellent operating order. Residents of Vieques have priority on tickets to Vieques if they are tourists. Please keep in mind that many people work on the main island, and many patients come to Ceiba for treatment but must return to Vieques because they lack a place to stay, finances, or transportation. Prepare to wait in line for a long period on holidays and weekends. Bring a snack and a lot of patience. Weekends and holidays are usually not available for reservations. Inquire with the hotel or vacation rental management where you'll be staying in Vieques. Most provide the option of purchasing tickets in advance and mailing them to you. Enjoying your ferry ride to Vieques. Ride time: the new Puerto Rico Fast Ferry, passenger only, takes around 30 minutes to complete. The length of time depends on the ferry you board and the weather conditions. The ATM freight ferries will take around 45 minutes longer. The Vieques route will go to Isabel II/Town Dock for the time being. Sometime in the future, they will be using the Mosquito Pier. Seasickness: the trip is very steady, and the ordinary individual feels quite at ease. If you get seasick, sit in the center seats, where there will be less motion. Before your vacation, talk to your doctor about taking a prescription or over-the-counter motion sickness medicine. Making your reservation for ferry rides. Currently, the only method to make reservations for a future date is to purchase them in person at the airport. Another alternative is to request that the hotel or vacation rental where you are staying in Vieques purchase and mail the tickets to you. Arrive at least 1 hour before the scheduled departure time, or 1.5 hour on weekends and holidays. Driving to Vieques in your car. The cargo ferry requires bookings if you are taking a car. To book a reservation, call as soon as you know your dates. For bookings, they accept Visa and MasterCard. Your vehicle registration number and driver's license will be required. Residents of Vieques, Culebra and companies moving products should utilize the cargo ferry. It is preferable to rent a car for the day in Vieques. You may also think about parking your car. Yes, you may park your car for $5 per day plus tax at a public parking lot. If you are renting a car, you need to be extra careful about the way to get to Vieques. Most vehicle rental companies won't let you take the car outside the main island of Puerto Rico, and even if they would, we wouldn't suggest it. In Vieques, it is best to just rent a car. Driving from San Juan to Vieques. You can also think about driving from San Juan to Vieques. The distance is not a lengthy one. You will only have to drive for a distance of 65 kilometers. It would usually take around 2 hours for your journey. Hence, the tour you take will not be a tiring one. As you drive from San Juan to Vieques, you will be able to experience the scenic beauty of surroundings as well. Hence, you will not have to go through any major challenges with driving. If you have a car, you may use it to drive. Or else, it is even possible for you to rent a car and drive all the way from San Juan to Vieques. Since this is not a lengthy distance, you will not encounter any challenges as you drive. However, it is better if you can explain your intentions to the car rental company, so that you will be able to get a hassle-free ride at the end of the day. Final words. We now shared 3 of the cheapest and the most affordable methods available for you to travel to Vieques from San Juan. While keeping these in mind, You will be able to pick a method of travel on your own. Then you just need to go ahead and explore all the tourist attractions that are present in Vieques. No matter how you travel to Vieques from San Juan, it is important to plan your trip accordingly. Then you will be able to end up with getting the best results, while overcoming the challenges that you have to face. If you carefully plan your trip, you can end up with getting the best returns out of your journey. On the other hand, it will help you to stay away from encountering unexpected surprises in the long run.